Okay. Okay. Sorry, had to exercise a demon. You know how it is. You know, demons just in your mind and stuff. You know, it's fine though. It's fine now. We're fine now. Fine. We're fine. Fine. We can do the gaming. We can play the games. We can read the story and learn I'm dumb. Let's go. Hello, Zane. Happy Nine Ball Day, everyone. If you don't know what that means, it's fine. Go look up Toho and Nine Balls. Okay, where am I? Here. Closet. Ah, it's time for... It's time for Natsuki to go into the closet. Okay. Let's not have repeat of... I still have no idea how that happened. I have no idea, I swear. It's not gonna happen again, I swear. Balasan returned to the guest house at 3 a.m. Hi, Victor, it's time for 9-balling. Everyone put on your 9-balls. 9-ball caps, we're all gonna be fucking so stupid today. Let's go. Then the rest of you split up about 3 minutes later, is that correct? Yes, that's right. We're getting pretty tired by that point. We decided to take a short rest before starting up again. So, let's reestablish this. Our current running theory is no one's actually dead. Most of these people are fucking with Eva. And, Hideo, not Eva, sorry, are fucking with, Erica. And that the letter was not dropped, it was just given, and no one ever knocked on the door, and people just said that there was a knock. Kraus is probably kidnapped. Now, where the 19th, where John Doe fits into all this shit, I have no idea, but yes. Chunks is uncleared, orbital dropping a mech pilot by insane AI into BB's house. Okay, that doesn't clarify anything. To smoke out the murder of the first Twilight. By the way, you can hear my fuck. I was hoping I could have it pointing at me more without having to fucking... To smoke out the murder of the first Twilight, Erica closely questioned everyone involved to check their alibis and evidence. 9-Ball is the name of a recurring super boss in the Armored Core series. Oh, I think I vaguely remember hearing about that. Huh. Smoke out the It's very much proving to be a very weird game. This one? these, she went around the mansion with them, and when he took several trips out to the guest house through all the rain. Vitality was admirable, though she was an uninvited guest. Everyone had long since feeling anything strange by the way she imitated a detective. You mean Lambda's running it? Though you have to wonder what Ronve was talking about. I wonder which time you mean. It seems Erica is also steadily building her foundation. It's useless. Whether alibis exist or not, she can't deny our existence. Kinzo escaped through the window and is now one with Mr. Rokujima. Calling a game without love, when without love it cannot be seen, so there's something fundamentally wrong with it. I'm going to assume that it means without love, the truth cannot be gleaned. So, while yes, we're able to get a lot out of this, it's like, no, we can't get the truth. It's fucking gone. Okay. She can never capture or deny him. When all is said and done, perhaps you could say he's escaped to the underside of the chessboard. In that case, maybe it would be appropriate to say he's been stored away. Come to think of it, about those corpses in the first twilight. They've been stored away too, right? Yes, they've been put in my darkness between the human world and the other. And that would-be detective won't be able to find them? Of course. It's absolutely impossible for a human. Wait, is this inside Natsu's mind? Like, what is this even representing? Questionable. I assume it's Natsu's mind since the chapter's saying closet, and we know Natsu's got to hide in the closet at some point, and I think it's around this time. I think she has to hide in the closet in 27 minutes. Want to check? Just in case. We also need to take this opportunity to re-examine what Lady Burn Kesto's goals are likely to be from now on. And as they say, if you know your enemy, you don't need fear the outcome of 100 battles. If you know the truth, you can win 100 battles without fighting. Quite so. What makes Umineko special is that you don't know what the game when the game gaslights you, except the red truth, then you know the game is definitely enjoying it. Ha! The red truth, aka when you fucking expect a lie to be somewhere. Gap domed up a large pitch-black hole in the sky and had to swallow all of them up. You're thinking John Doe could actually be Valor setting up Nachi's a murder, but then realized that John Doe called before the conference meeting is before Erica was a known piece. Yep. It was called before the storm even arrived, which, as Bernie said, it might have happened. It might not have happened. Lambda ain't saying shit. So if the phone call actually happens, who knows? And if the person's on the island, who knows? Very confusing. She might be on her way to the gap between worlds where she had hidden the corpses. There are two types of lie: regular lies and the red truth, which are complicated, which are complicated lies. You know what? That's very true. That place was nowhere in this world, and existed at no time of this world. In other words, it truly and literally was a place not of this world. In this place, questions such as, where is this and what time is it, had no meaning. Every single place led to here, but no place could be reached from here. Furthermore, all times connected to this place, but no time could be passed from here. In short, this place was just what they said it was, the underside of the chessboard. No, perhaps it would have been appropriate to call this the captured pile, where pieces that have left the game go. Then, deep within this pitch-black world, 5 cores came to view, illumined by a glow like a faint spotlight. The 5 pitiful corpses of the next sliced open had been arranged neatly. Their eyelids were shut and their hands joined. A hair uneven gap had respect for the dead. Oh my. There are 5 sacrifices for the first twilight in this game. Not 6. Oh, it's you, Master. I was worried about where you'd gone. The game has already reached the first twilight, as you can see. The first victims have emerged. And now it's time for the real show. I'm getting all excited. I see. The version of you that's here looks to be in high spirits. I'm pleased. Huh? If you took away my high spirits, my bewitching body, and my pleasant disposition, I'd have nothing left. Yeah, so this Beto really is completely unaware of the upper layers. For some reason, Virgilia praised Beto for her high spirits. But Beto was saying back at such a granny-like words coming out of Virgilia's mouth all of a sudden. She answered while bumping a fist against her chest. Virgilia had been absent often during this game. She may even have been away from her seat when battlers solved the epic during the uproar that followed. Apparently, she had been absent for so many critical points that she didn't have a very good grasp of what happened so far in this game. For now, we've got 5 corpses. All slit through the neck, as you can see. George, Jessica, Maria, Rosa, and Genji. Something sharp had sliced open all 5 of their necks. Those gaping wounds opened wider than their mouths. It made it feel as though they had no longer need their mouths to breathe. I see. So, anyone looking at George, Jessica, Maria, Rosa, or Genji's corpses, who from a glance that they are dead. How the fuck do I read this statement? Okay, so it's a bit confusing here, because if you're saying if anyone looked at those people's corpses, you could tell they're dead, then they could still be alive if they aren't corpses at all. Fine enough, fine enough. But is it saying, is the they are dead part taking priority in the statement? Does that mean that's they are definitely? I don't know if this is. This sentence is confusing. I don't know. It's not very helpful in figuring out what's happened. Red Truth is right. If they are dead, the people would know that's what you think it means. I hope it is, but like it is. It's worded in a way where I'm like, look, I don't know if it supports or denies my theory. They are dead. I'm not. Ah, yes, the word of Orish. Translation: they look like dead. Not very helpful. So either they're dead or everyone is in on it, not just Anjo. Yeah, essentially. Did Kraus see the body? I'm trying to remember now. Did Kraus see the bodies? I can't remember if Kraus ever saw it. We know Nazi definitely didn't. Did Kraus ever see any of the bodies? Okay, yeah, so he didn't. So they're fucking... Nope, Kraus was kidnapped immediately. Right, correct, Zane. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, we're in an episode 4 situation where everyone's fucking with someone. Except instead of Balor, it's goddamn Nazi, Kraus, and Erica, I guess. Okay. Red? There's no point in me holding back against you. That's right, at a glance, anyone can confirm that these corpses are dead, so it's absolutely impossible they are just people playing dead. Yeah. Honestly, where Balor fits into this is confusing at the minute. Because, okay, so obviously Balor saw Kinzo, which... No, not actually possible. I mean, you believe that John Doe is not real? Kraus and Nachi could be in it? I think John Doe is real, but I have no idea how they relate necessarily. Oh, fuck, hold on. I had a weird thought. What was it? God damn it. Oh, fuck, what was it? Yeah, okay, no, it doesn't make sense. Good. Sorry, I was thinking, like, could George have been the kidnapped kid? But no, that makes no sense. Okay, good. Why did Leah lose the red? Who knows? However, she's always thinking of my lady. She must have something in mind that will benefit my lady. But they had hidden the corpses here so that no one could use the red. Besides that, however, Runway was right. Virgilia always thought of Beatrice first. The way that those corpses, which Gap had gone to all the trouble racing, had now been confirmed with the red made a slightly displeased expression rise to Gap's face. However, in the end, she remembered that she was only a guest and shrugged. When you just realized that Beatrice is on Nachi's side and Nachi's not in on it, then this red truth is trying to hint to Beto that the corpses are fake. I mean, I wouldn't say it's trying to hint to Beto. If this is being observed by Battler, I think this is a hint to Battler, more so. Like, hey, Battler, look, you need some help? Okay, look at the corpses. Oh, wow, here's a red truth. Okay, Battler, bye. Whoop. I mean, that is if Battler's observing this. I'm not sure he is, because this is... Is this on the chessboard, technically? I'm not sure. Yeah, Beto doesn't know the truth, I know that, Zane, but I'm just thinking about the fact that, I'm just trying to comprehend if Virgilia is doing this for Natsui or for Battler. And I assume it's... because I think this might be... I think this might be the Virgilia that's hanging out with Balor up above. Why do you have gaps? Hide the corpses. Well, since the evidence has already been solved, this game of mine is different than usual. I now have serving and protecting Natsu as my goal. How would one, with concealing their corpses, protect Natsui? We've more or less figured out what our opponent's next moves will be. This probably tried me to corner Natsui. It was likely to sort through alibis, then first try and find them for everyone except Natsui. Hi, Ark. Welcome. Last night, Natsui-sama was the first to leave the family conference, and then rested alone in her room. Unfortunately, she has no alibi whatsoever until the next morning. Man, I wish I could give you guys fucking, like, witch rows in this chat. That'd be cool. I can't. I can only throw wrenches, and I'd rather not throw wrenches at like, fucking 5 witches. There's a bit too many wrenches being thrown about. We already ensured that Kinzo's existence is impossible to disprove. However, the enemy has one remaining method of breaking through that roadblock. I see. They can corner Natsui and make her confess that Kinzo doesn't exist. Hi, Darkbit. The enemy's probably after something like that. By watching the movements of the pieces involved with the family conference, we quickly realized that Natsui was isolated. Notice that trap of theirs and countered with this move. The corpses disappear. Everyone has alibis and no one exists who could have moved them. Not only does it support the claim that a witch exists, and so there was doubt on whether they were actually dead in the first place. Making it about possible Nazi to avoid being a suspect. In other words, it's possible for Natsui-san to claim that the sacrifice of the first twilight were only playing dead. Even though many people confirmed their deaths for certain in the cousin's room. Confirmation is nowhere near red truth. No matter how strongly they claim to have seen unmistakable corpses, the red truth doesn't exist in the human world. Because the corpses don't exist, Nazi can discount their words as a mistake. Or by saying that all of them were lying. Ah, yes, many people confirmed. That's always a fun one. Yeah, episode 4 taught us how much fun that can be. And it's possible for her to do this over and over to buy herself time. In the human world, which lacks the red truth, Virtual check is an effective move. An endless argument with both sides denying the other's claims. Not pretty. True. However, beauty is secondary to victory. If someone who cannot achieve victory seeks it, it is nothing but poison to them. They do say that might makes right. And even if I don't think it's beautiful, those Voyager witches will probably like it and say it isn't boring. I see. I've managed to grasp the flow of this game. It seems that will get quite nasty. We're well aware of that. And we already know that Natsu's probably about to be lured into yet another trap. A trap? Mm-hmm. Someone Lady Lambda Delta created, who calls himself a man from 19 years ago, has already threatened Natsui. She was ordered to go in the closet in the external guest room at 1 p.m. There's only a few minutes away and hide there. Krauser was taken as a hostage, so Natsui can't resist. I see. How relentless. Can you protect her? Of course. After all, Natsui isn't the culprit. No matter how much they treat her as one, both truths and illusions are on her side. This is weird though. If the man from 19 years ago is Lambda's piece, why is he trying to harass and corner Natsui? It's not the worst question. After, like, who is the man from 19 years ago and what is his purpose on the game board? And was he always around? And did he ever even call before the game happened? There's no way we can lose. Natsui threw her cup of black tea to the ground, protest to show the anger that flowed through her entire body. Oh, I think we've finally gotten back to the start of this chapter. Okay. Or the start of this episode, rather. What do you mean by that? Are you saying that you suspect me? I hear what you're saying. That before anyone else returned to the room and didn't leave that room until morning. I'm simply saying I need you to prove that, otherwise it won't count as an alibi. Prove it? How? Any way you like. All you have to do is prove objectively that it was impossible for you to commit the crime. Man, Natsui's a dummy. She should have broken her arm when she went to bed. That way she can prove that she didn't do shit. You know, like, I just broke my arm casually. Very easy explanation there. Everyone else is cooperating. I very much wish if you could be a little less harsh with me and please give me your alibi and evidence. And please give me your alibi and evidence. That's right. The whole night is blank space and time for Natsuki-ne-san. As she left the conversation she was going to bed, she might have gone to the guest house and attacked George and the others. Don't be so ridiculous! Why would I kill George-kun? And most of all, why ever would I kill my own daughter? We're bringing an answer arc that surely leaves a tons of questions. Depends on how it wraps up. We're in chapter 13 of this, so we're getting closer to the end of this part. I am very curious if it's gonna still leave us with questions of what really happened this episode. Yeah, but what she broke her arm after committing an immersion, she can't prove that when it was broken after all. Thankfully, she managed to... Her screams in agony and the blood is dried exactly in the right way in her room. So that way, you know she... I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop there. Calm down. We're all equally suspicious. It's sad, but we ought to prove our innocence. Yeah. We all think Franklin had to prove our alibis for last night, so we can clear up all the suspicion against us. And I can't like being suspected, Natsuki-san. And first, shouldn't your first priority be searching for some way to prove your own innocence? The road spoke as though they were all under equal suspicion. Inspector Conan logically like, I mean, honestly, this is really bad because it's like someone having been like, how do we know you didn't commit the murder? And they're just like, well, fuck. Like, you gotta give a reason why, like, they're just assuming guilt to start with. And like, yeah, Natsuki is very suspicious, but look, while she doesn't lack the... Actually, I guess... The Umineko answer arc, or more accurately translated as the breakdown or scattering arcs, the game won't tell you the answers, rather break down the mystery and show you the pieces. You know what? That makes a lot more sense. The mood about the place didn't feel so peaceful. Erika was still in the middle, confirming everything. Other than Natsuki, who was unwilling to prove her alibi, I don't think unwilling... unwilling is very much the wrong word there. She doesn't have any way to prove that. Meta-wise, Zane, we know Erika could not have committed the murders because she's the detective, and apparently the detective can't commit the murders. There's nothing saying she can't look at all the fucking dead bodies and know everything that was happening beforehand and just fucking kept silent, though. She totally saw a dead body. And also... You guys remember that that piece of tape? It still hasn't been brought up yet, which is very concerning to say the least. When is that shit gonna be brought up? I don't know, and I'm getting more and more worried the longer it goes on before it's talked about. Only Natsuki claimed that being suspected was an insult, was uncooperative with Erika. And her position began to grow more and more perilous. This power was no longer a place of comfort to Natsuki. And the sound of the cuff slashing made that decisive. This is ridiculous! Oh, why am I suspected when I've lost my daughter? Why are you relentlessly trying to make me look like a coward just because I went to bed early last night? I cannot stand this humiliation any further! Oh, so what are you going to do about it? Show some kind of alibi that proves your innocence? As if you could! Give me back my George and murder! Oh, fuck my throat! Murder! Give it a rest, Eva. Nazi-san, you're probably a little tired too. Of course, so are we. I'm gonna take it easy for a bit. Seriously. A little too high strung. And Nazi, where are you going? This church alibis and covers is truly ludicrous. When the typhoon passes and the police arrive, everything will be exposed to the light of day. There's no reason whatsoever for us to play detectives. Am I wrong, Erika-san? Generally speaking, you would be right. However, I have the authority to do this. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how long that's gonna last. Like, if every piece says fuck no, what are you gonna do? Like, how is the game board not gonna break in half if you at that point? Who gave her that authority? No one asked. It was an authority given by words of power from a higher world. The beasts weren't even allowed to doubt it. No, okay, there's my answer. I will take my leave. I have no intention of playing along with the pointless question until the police are here. If you suspect me, feel free to do so. I will leave it to the police to investigate that and clear my name. Maybe a bit late to mention this, but, well, no, this happens every time. As usual, the phone couldn't contact the police. Nachi said the police would come, but that wasn't exactly true. Strictly speaking, the boat to pick them up would come tomorrow, and they would be able to use the radio on the boat to contact the police. Well, it's not like I'll let everyone live that long anyway. Yeah, of course you won't, Lambda. Fuck off. Nazi-san, it's dangerous to be alone. Perhaps it would be better if you... Oh, why not let her? That may make for some excellent proof. If not seeing that son gets murdered in her own room, that'd be excellent proof of her innocence. Good, Anaki. Probably best if we get a bit of rest. Our eyes won't last until tomorrow. Any guesses on the 6th? I mean, I guess technically Kenzo is the 6th victim. Technically Kenzo's the 6th victim. Very, very technically. I mean, in the other games, Kenzo could be one of the 6 victims. It wasn't like forbidden or anything. It's just that Kenzo never was actually alive. It's a bit weird, but I guess theoretically you could say Kenzo's the 6th victim, even though he's dead. Very weird, as I was saying. Rest is fine, but let's not let our guard down, okay? We might not make it up through the night, much less tomorrow. True in theory, but true in theory, but in the sense that he was dead all along. Yeah, admittedly, this is very much me going like, technically, and it's kind of just using the logic of the previous, like the original episodes we had. Aunt Nazi, return to your room. Make sure you lock your door tight and close the windows and shutters, just to stay safe. I don't want to suspect anyone. More than that, I don't want there to be any more victims. Thank you, Battler-kun. Then, I'll return to my own room. Goda, you're in charge now. I know this is a horrible situation, but make sure the guests at least have everything they need. Yes, madam. I shall do so. Wait a second, he's telling Natsu to create a locked room. Oh god, Battler! What happened to ya? I swear if Battler's responsible for this fake shit, I'm gonna laugh. Battler would get someone killed. Yeah, killed. Dead. Dead in the water. With everyone watching her, Natsuki left the parlor. From their faces, you could tell that they were expecting the classic mystery pattern. The first person to quarrel and leave the shore would become the next victim. Natsuki couldn't disobey because of the threat against Kraus, who had been taken as a hostage. Yeah, she's not leaving because she's like, oh wow, it's like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna answer. I mean, it's a convenient reason to have, but nah, she's leaving because otherwise Kraus is gonna die. If he's not already dead. Very soon it would be 1 p.m., the time that had been arranged. She was to hide for an hour in the closet of a specific guest room. Aziz suspected this bizarre order was a trap to select her as the next sacrifice. It's thought of various ways to resist, but all methods would be used against the culprit who had a hostage and observing her from close by. So Natsuki could do nothing and obediently follow his orders. And then claimed that she'd been forced to do this for her husband's safety. As the arranged time had drawn near, Natsuki had intentionally acted annoyed and snatched her gun on the ground to give her an excuse for slipping out of the parlor. At any rate, no matter how cowardly a trap it may be, I cannot disobey it now. I am now the one who carries the burden of the one-winged eagle. Why do I keep on saying angel? God damn it. Now that my husband Kraus has been captured, I must protect it even if I have to crawl through the mud. Of course, I am prepared to do that. I'm Ushiromi Natsui. Even I'm permitted to bear the one-winged eagle on my clothes. Father gave me permission to bear it in my heart. No, that was you. Dumb shit. Letting dashing away in a rage got me here without raising too much suspicion. So far, everything has gone well. Before my eyes was a doorknob with a specified guest room. However, I wonder about the lock. The servants are under orders to always lock any unused rooms. So what are the odds that Natsuki hides in closets if someone dies in the same room? Very high. I think it's even higher that someone's gonna die in a different room and Nachi's gonna come out and be like, oh fuck, wait, someone died? Oh no, someone died in another. They all go like, oh no, someone died in another room. Nazi, where were you? And she just goes, wait, what? And then we just fucking get that. Like, I think that's entirely going to happen. Not even merely likely. It's like, yeah, that's probably gonna happen. The servants are always under orders to lock any unused rooms. What will I do if it's locked? Dash out of the parlor pretending that I was returning my room. Going back and asking the servant to unlock this guest room would be obviously suspicious. If possible, I'd like to get this eerie hide and seek over without anyone noticing. Yeah, blah. In that phone call from the one who claimed to be the man from 19 years ago. He said I would win if no one found me, but lose if anyone did find me. He said that he released my husband whether I won or lost. As a person with a hostage against me, I'd rather not lose. Oh, don't worry, he's already gonna be dead. Quote unquote. Possibly literally. I don't like it all, but I have to go along with this game. By the way, how is it hide and seek if you get told where to hide? I don't know. I softly gripped the doorknob, and I could feel that it was unlocked. Did Shannon or Kumasawa forget to lock it after cleaning? Or did that man unlock it in advance? That man couldn't be waiting for me in this room, could he? And then he'll... all that about hide and seek might have just been an excuse. I kept the fact that I was coming here secret and all the other people think I'm resting in my room. If I were to be killing the situation in this room, I might create a new baffling murder case like an extension of the one which occurred this morning. If that's what he's up to, and so much the better. We could chance to confront the culprit directly. Nachi has some experience with using a naginata, but only from casual lessons. Unlike Eva, she couldn't brag about being able to hold off any single ruffian indefinitely. Also, you don't have a naginata right now, so I don't know what the fuck you'd be doing. As she was now, she noticed a chance of prevailing over a man. I can't wait for her to open this room, see a dead body, and realize she's gotta... she has to hide in a room with a dead body. That will completely fuck her over. As she... So, ready yourself and slowly open the door. She couldn't afford to stand around the corner and risk being seen by someone. The atmosphere inside the guest room was ice cold. And she could sense no trace of a person waiting impatiently for her. All she could hear were the unsettling sounds of the wind and rain. At first, that seemed to be proof that no one existed to threaten her. But before long, it only stirred up the uneasy feeling inside of her once more. The closet was just off to the side of anyone entering the room. Lying up inside it was a set of hangers where guests could hang their coats. This closet, which had nothing hanging in it, was large enough for even an adult to hide in. She softly opened the closet. She softly opened the closet. Of course, there was nothing inside. She would have to hide quick. Oh, holy shit! Can I talk? Okay. She would have to hide quietly in here for an hour. The room had a wood floor, but something like a carpet had been laid in the closet. And it seemed that sitting down wouldn't be a problem. She had to be sure that someone would be waiting for her in this room, or that strange letter would be lying in the closet. She had even imagined the worst, that her husband's corpse might be inside. However, none of these things she had imagined turned out to be true. All that was there was the cold guest room, and a lifeless Kazu which silently urged her inside. And he told me to hide in here for an hour. He's making fun of me. Natsuki shrugged, turned around, and locked and chained the guest room door. Oh hey, it's time to learn how the fuck Eva and Hideyoshi died in the first game. Sweet! Aren't you guys ready? We're replicating essentially the same circumstances as the first game, where Eva and Hideyoshi were in a room by themselves, locked up with the key, with both the door lock and a chain lock on. Let's see how Natsuki gets fucked over then. This way, no one will be able to get into this room. In other words, no one will be able to find me for the next hour. I win. What a stupid game of hide and seek. This would certainly result in total victory in the hide and seek game against that mystery man. However, it was such an easy victory it made her feel uneasy. This is normally against the rules of hide and seek. Even if I win, won't this displease the culprit? And everyone thinks I'm in my room right now. If they find a room with a chain set, they will be impossible to lock room to them. Ergo is asking around the mansion to confirm everyone's alibi. If she knows that this chain is set on this room, there would probably be an uproar which would end in them cutting the chain and searching the room. If that happens, I'll be found hiding in the closet right away. It would be easy for me to honestly confess where I was hiding. That man insists that I not reveal that. If I tell them, I might be endangering my husband. Thinking of it that way, setting the chain, no, even locking the door might be a bad idea. That's right. This room was unlocked when I came in here. If it were suddenly be unlocked, it's conceivable that it might catch someone's attention. It's better if I don't do anything unnecessary. That man only told me to hide. So in the end, I have no choice but to do what he says. I hate doing it, but I can't disobey. I undid both of those precious locks. Went into the dimly lit closet filled with the smell of old wood and managed to close the door from the inside. Pitch black. Remind me when I was young, when I used to hide somewhere and then surprise my mother. That peaceful recollection was enough to kill off my anxiety. It really is pitch black. From in here, I won't be able to check my watch to see if an hour has passed. I'll probably need to open the door or crack every once in a while to let in enough light for my watch. For now, I sat down and folded my legs. I thought about hiding my knees to my chest, but it hurt my back when I tried. Not as young as I used to be. Even though I and the rest of my class were made to sit on the floor, clasping our knees in every PE class as grade schoolers. And now I had to struggle just to sit down. Just sitting down here for an hour probably hurt a lot. Can't believe he expects me to sit in the darkness for a full hour, listening only to the wind and the rain. Ironically, Natsume made Jessica do the exact same thing in the past. What the fuck, Natsui? She had done to just code Jessica's persistent bad habit and teach her a lesson when she was a little girl. She had thought that making Jessica stay put in the darkness would sprout a desire to reflect on her mistakes. What the fuck? No! And that this way, she would understand what she had done wrong. Naturally, it almost felt like she was being made to do the same thing. That was the true purpose of this hide and seek. How naive of me. This must be a naivety. Hope that this go has made me repent. Nothing happened to me during this hour. Uncertainty and fear of that man's shadow are not what I need right now. Will someone suddenly come to this room, open this closet, do something hard to me now that I've come here in total secrecy as promised? That's what I should be worrying about. The Cobra, or one of his accomplices, is very close by. If they wouldn't be able to observe me so thoroughly. I don't want to think about it, but it's highly likely the Cobra bought off one of the servants. The Cobra was able to hide an eerie card with autumn written on it in my room. My personal room is always locked. That trick wouldn't have been possible without a key. Instead of believing that they obtained the key when the servants weren't looking, it's more realistic to assume that one of the servants lent the Cobra a hand. Also, the possibility exists that that letter has been there for a fucking while. It's not impossible. I mean, if she doesn't lift up the thing normally, or never does, then, like, you can probably rely on the letter, just the note being there most of the time. Still, how do they know that autumn is my favorite season? How ghastly. The thought that this mystery man might be peeking into my heart sent goosebumps running across my whole body. It's true that I like autumn, but I never said that out loud. I don't think anyone's even asked me either. What the fuck? Probably even asked my husband what my favorite season is and would probably be stuck for an answer. What the fuck? That's confusing. No. There's one time I told it to a single person. That's right. Shannon. On an autumn day long ago, I happened to be in a good mood. I mentioned the autumn was my favorite of the 4 seasons. Can't believe it. Then the cover that were one of the comments has to be Shannon. No, not really. I mean, as soon as you told it to one person, it was no longer a single secret. And Shannon could have told it to another person, or another person, and then if she told it to another person, they could have told it to someone. I was like, it doesn't really actually mean much, to be frank. Oh, Victor? Wait, Victor, you know this trick? Wait, what? Only Shannon could have known like Autumn. In that case, this is clear proof that Shannon is involved. That card with Autumn is on it is proof. Think of the location where the card was hidden? Underneath her stand? I'm trying to remember now. Victor, I'm waiting for you to say where it was, because I think it was like under her nightstand or something like that. Behind a mirror. It was under a clock or something, but it wasn't an object one would usually pick up. Oh yeah, no, I think I said that a little bit ago. Like, oh, it might have been there for a long time. And like, so if it was under a clock, then yeah, you don't usually lift up a clock. So it makes sense that you'd be like, oh, wow. So it could have been there for a long while, yeah. So, which is slightly terrifying, because, God, how long was this planned out then? You know? Incredible. Pretend you're being provided for by our family. it was under her pillow, that would be different, but if the perpetrator had multiple cards in the room, they could have been in similar spots. Dangerous to assume a certain part there, since John Doe needs at least one on his side. I mean, John Doe seemingly does need someone on his side for a couple of the tricks he's pulling, but it's questionable how many of them he needs. Like, oh, she said summer? Well, then check behind your top dresser drawer. Oh, did she say autumn first? Oh, I fucking forgot about that. That's right, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, no. Okay, good point. Very good point. I completely forgot about the order that it was in. Yeah, no, she could totally have a fucking... Yeah, that makes sense. So, it could... It's a... I think I know. Okay, I like that theory. That feels like a good theory. So basically, the trick could have been they hid 4 cards in the room in spots where Nachi would never have ordinarily checked. You already seen that magic trick played live on TV? Good one. Okay. She trembled and shook with rage. If it was under Nachi's pillow, that would have been different. No chance she could have avoided it. Yeah. So there's a couple of things in her room she could have been under, which, yeah. Didn't Kenji once say that the emotion of anger is the fastest sedative to cure fear and uncertainty? It's easy to tell the most fearful humans from within a crowd. They're always the first to get angry. I remember him telling me that. I realized that this anger was a sign that I was actually frightened, and trying my best to remain calm. However, this is a fasting clue I can use to turn things around. Shan may not be reliable as a servant, but if she's the accomplice used by the mystery man, this might actually be convenient. She's a timid girl. If I threaten her, she'll probably spill the name of the mastermind in an instant. I'd have the police about this in secret. I'm sure it'll be a big clue that will help in arresting the culprit. That card was probably meant to surprise me and control me. But he's actually dug his own grave. What the fuck? Okay. I never told anyone except Shen that I like Autumn. This is unshakable proof that she's working with the culprit. No, not really. So Nazi is right, but she's also incompetent. Yeah, once again. Oh wow, fucking that Shannon is so fucking suspicious. Oh my god. And it's like, yes, she is. And also, you're right about why they did that, but also you're wrong about so many things. Like, yes, there are questions you should be forcing Shannon to answer, frankly, but this is not the time, surprisingly enough. Though I thought this time the clouds would crush me with uncertainty and uneasiness, it actually made the start of a counterattack. If I hadn't been given this time in the darkness, I probably wouldn't have noticed this. I felt almost grateful to Cooper for making up this foolish game. My mood brightened. What does that red truth even mean? I think it is as straightforward as it sounds. She never told anyone but Shannon that she likes Autumn. But I think Victor's kind of found the answer of how they could do that then without involving Shannon. Which I'm up for because I don't think Shannon... But also, it's a bit interesting to think about in this case because it kind of gives... It kind of gives us certainty about another thing is that... I think we can say for almost certain then that, Shannon and Cannon are not aware of a person of John Doe. They are not aware of John Doe's existence. I feel like I can say that with enough confidence. Oh, yeah, that's another reason why it has to be BS, but also not BS. It's actually fine. I couldn't guarantee that my husband was safe, but I was here and taken back and forced to cover to face judgment. I gripped my fist silently and further strengthened my resolve to avoid losing this fight at any cost. Rattle, rattle. At the moment, I heard the sudden sound of someone trying to force a locked door open. My heart leapt. Oh, it's unlocked. Oh, it's unlocked. That voice was Hideyoshi's. I heard a quiet voice as though he's talking to himself, coming from what was probably the hallway. Apparently, I had thought it was locked and tried to unlock it. I ended up locking the unlocked door instead. Once again, there was a sound of lock turning. This time, the door opened with a faint sound. Why? Why is Hideyoshi-san in this room? Footsteps that sound like his came in, and there was the sound of him closing and locking the door behind him. Then came what seemed to be the sound of him setting the chain. Don't tell me Hideyoshi-san is the mastermind. Or else an accomplice. Seems like he can do something to me in this room? The room may be locked from the inside, but it would take some time to remove the chain. Hideyoshi-san doesn't intend to let me escape from here. There's no chance he'll give me time to fumble around with the chain. In that case, when the door opens wide in just a moment, and looks down upon me sitting here pathetically, just wearing horrifying words will he say. Don't be found, don't be found. I beg you, pass right on by the closet door. I see going into the center of the room. My head was filled to bursting with the throbbing sound so loud that I almost missed hearing his noisy footsteps. So when I heard a clunking sound coming from the center of the room, finally realized he passed by the closet and was deeply relieved. Just in case. Can't tell if it's day or night in this weather anyway. As you noted, it did something that made a clunking sound. It's probably closing the shutters on the windows. Just in case. Guess I tried to escape out the window? No, that can't be it. That's right. When I left the parlor, everyone was talking about possibly taking a break. After all, several murders had occurred. And the weather was bad. There'd be nothing abnormal about resting in the guest room here instead of returning to the guest house. In that case, locking up and closing the shutters to guarantee safety was the proper course of action to take. Oh yay! Hideyoshi's gonna get motherfucking killed! Quote unquote. When he finished closing the shutters, there was a thunk as though he had flopped over on the bed. It's surprising how much of the situation could be grasped just by the sound. What's going on here? Did the man from 19 years ago plan all this out to put me in the same room as Hideyoshi-san? No, that probably isn't true. I thought he planned on me hiding here. Hideyoshi-san coming to take rest here must have been outside the scope of his plan. Thinking about it that way, having him in the room might help to secure my own safety in an odd sort of way. Unlike his wife, Hideyoshi-san is the kind of person I can talk to. If ever his son comes, things will probably get complicated. Maybe I should slip out of the closet now while he's still alone. Reveal everything just to him and ask for help. If I do that, my husband might be killed. It isn't wise to do anything rash until my husband is released. Should I go out and talk to him or hide in here? Blowing for my headache and biting my lower lip, I resist the temptation to cry out of here. Even when I talk with Hideyoshi-san, I don't know where my husband is being held. You know, I'm sure the informant who's observing is nearby as well. Just talking to him won't solve anything. I said that Shen is informed. That doesn't mean that Goda and the others aren't. It's no good. Living here confessing is just too dangerous. Eventually, I heard a strange sobbing voice. Whose voice was it? Oh, for fuck's sake, she's being played like a fiddle. Yeah, she's really easy to manipulate, it seems. I'm kind of surprised about how easy it seems she is. I strained my ears trying to hear that strange voice. I was shocked to discover that it was Hideyoshi's weeping. Alright, so she tried to go to her room and lock herself up. Ballard tells her to search the locked room as well. Then Hideyoshi comes in while she's the only other person in the room. Yep, incredibly fucking suspicious. And Ballard can't kill anyone, so... yeah. This is probably, like, just... I have to... the only question I really guess I have is like, is this entire thing just to fuck with Erika because she's Erika and then get Nachi to get admit that, like, Kenzo's dead? Is that the entire purpose of this shit? Now that he's all alone like this, Hideyoshi, who had lost his only son, was finally able to shed tears and cry. He had acted as though he was alone standing firm. However, he had as good as right as anyone to cry. Now they had found a place where no one could see his tears. He was finally allowing himself to let it out. I've lost my daughter too. I haven't seen her body with my own eyes, so it doesn't really feel like she's dead. But if the one who carried her off was the culprit, and he had some reposed motive of doing it, just thinking about it makes me feel as though my chest would tear itself apart. The reason I'm hiding in here now is I'm thinking more about my still living husband than my dead daughter. If I were given the chance, I'd be blowing the top of my lungs too. However, I still can't let myself do that. That isn't because the man from 19 years ago told me to hide. It's because I'm the final head of the Umineko family. I was completely overshadowed by all of this. But last night, Ballard couldn't find the hidden gold and even gained the head ring from that mysterious envelope. At the very, very end, when it's all over, I probably won't be able to prevent him from inheriting the family's headship. Right, she's the final head. Her corpse Kenzo said so. Realizing the corpses aren't people playing dead. Yeah, if they're corpses, they're dead. But if they're not corpses, they're not... God, the wordplay here makes me fucking so untrust. Like, I'm gonna have a regular conversation with someone, and I'm gonna fucking be like, wait, I don't believe you. I'm gonna fucking be such a douche by accident at some point. I'm just gonna be like, no, wait, no, I can't believe it. No, it's not in red. No. When everything regarding the distribution of the inheritance is revealed, the Umineko family honor and glory passed down from father will plummet to the earth. So, I am the final head. Yes, let the Umineko brain rot kill me so I can't be normal anymore. That was normal? Oh, that's good to know. Ballard-kun will probably inherit the remaining wealth of the Umineko family. However, Sissy and honor will all end with my generation. Therefore, I am the final head. I must not cry. Not yet. Until I get my husband back and avenge my daughter, I will not be allowed to shed tears. As I listen to Hideyoshi-san sobs from the closet, I silently hung my head. Hey, here we go! Who are you? Huh? My heart leapt. Hideyoshi-san, who must have been laying prostrate on the bed, made a sound as though he had bounded to his feet. Platform X was an old, almost joke Umineko theory about a killer doing all the murders from a platform in either the ocean or sky. That's fucking funny. I like it. Hilarious. Did he notice me? How did they get in here? What's that? Well, wait a second. Ah! Oh no! He's clearly in a struggle with someone. Who could it be? I couldn't see shit, so I don't know. Oh wow! Yeah, the result was obvious as soon as I would say even before he stepped into the room. It was kind of obvious what was going to happen. Natsuki help Hideyoshi, you fool. But no, she's a useless woman. She learned that she learned that from Kinzo after all. And Kinzo's amazing in her mind somehow. Probably culprit. They're probably trying to take Hideyoshi-san's life at this very moment. Should I jump out there and help him? If I could help him, I could. If I couldn't help him, I could at least call for help. No, but if I do something like that, I'll be questioning about why I was hiding here. However, Hideyoshi-san goes out on to get killed now. No, now isn't the time to be saying that. This rate will definitely be killed. It was always going to be some sort of sepsis rush. It just was up in the air what kind until Hideyoshi came in. Yeah, I can agree with that. But if I do that, even if I can't save Hideyoshi-san, I might be bearing my husband's life. Hideyoshi-san's life, my husband's life. How civil would it be to try to weigh those two against each other? You know he's probably already fucking dead, right? Just then, there's a loud sound, the door opening, the chain being pulled tight. Someone's trying to open the door despite the chain being set. Honey, it's me. Can you open up? Eva! 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 Honey! What? What's happening? Honey! Open up! Oh my god, I'm dying! Oh, the pain! Oh no! Open up! Open up, honey! Someone! She opened and closed the door over and over again with all her might, but of course she couldn't snap the chain. Wait, you just realized, wouldn't the killer have to be in the room still? Why, yes! And nothing has happened according to what Natsuki can hear, at least. Which makes that very suspicious. Eva-san raced down the hallway, calling for help in a loud voice. By this time, everyone had settled back into silence. The eerie feeling of Hideyoshi being in a noisy struggle disappeared completely. What's going on here? So right now, I'm in the same room as the murderer who killed Hideyoshi-san. In that case, the culprits should try to escape from the room as soon as possible. So why are they staying so quiet in here? I haven't heard anything. Nothing that might have been the culprit who attacked Hideyoshi rushing away. For how much I strain my ears, I can't sense anyone in the room. In fact, it's so silent that it makes what happened just saying feel like an illusion. In other words, does this mean the culprit is holding his breath? Standing right in front of this closet? Waiting for me to shamelessly come out? Natsuki, you're a fucking dumbass. I will admit, if Hideyoshi's body is not in the room and the doors and the chain is on the door, I will have to wonder how the fuck they managed to do that. I will admit, if that happens, I will be wondering how they did it, because I won't have an immediate idea. I didn't even know what to be scared of anymore. If only I could just melt away into the darkness of this closet. I mustn't remain in this room any longer. I get the feeling I have to I have more to worry about than just my personal safety. But what should I do? I don't know if it's even a good idea to leave this closet. For along the time many rushing footsteps approached. I held my breath again and melted away into the darkness of the closet. Eva, oh shit. Eva dashed back, bringing everyone with her. Goto was gripping a bolt cutter. It was to cut the chain with. Now trying to open the door again and confirming the chain was so set, she yelled through the crack in the door. Honey! We're going to open up this door! Cut it right now! Yes! Also, is it say that Hideyoshi said the lock in the first place? Yes, it was. Goto selected the large bolt cutter, which looked like it could slice off the whole fingers, into the door and easily sever the chain. Dear. As soon as it was severed, Eva pushed Goto aside and dashed in. The others tried to follow her, but they bumped Eva, who had fallen to her knees and moaning. So even though she couldn't tell much of what was going on inside the room, you could tell Eva's moans that they were too late. What the hell? Honey! Honey! Dr. Nanjo! Look at my husband! Quickly! Do it right away! You've got to be kidding me! It's only been about 10 minutes and Uncle Hideo... Wow, ain't that fucking weird? Wow, why did you say 10 minutes? Most people would say it's only been a little bit. Or something of like, why would you say 10 minutes, Battler? Why would you say 10 minutes? Ain't that suspicious as fuck? Battler sucks at this game. Yes, he does. Is anyone in the bathroom? No! There's no one in there! Oh, what could have happened? Oh! Honey! Okay, I can't cry as long as she can. I'm afraid to say, there's nothing I can do. Anyway, he's totally fucking dead. Man, I can't believe they took off his head. He had been pierced through the back with a demon stake. Its tip reached as far as his lungs. He was laying face down on the bed. Suicide must be ruled out. Nanjo stood up, hanging his head sadly. It was only natural. Because anyone, if they were a doctor, thinking at a glance. It's gonna be in red text. Hideyoshi was lying face down on the bed. Stuck deep in his back was something like a blade with an intricate demonic design on it. When Eva pulled it out with all her might. Wow, that's fucking weird. You could tell that wasn't a blade, but some kind of stake. And sharp tip had penetrated nearly 15 centimeters. It probably dug deep into the lungs. If it had been stuck in any harder, the tip might have pierced all the way through to the surface of the chest. Didn't I tell you to wait for me? Why did you go alone? Stupid, stupid, stupid! The government probably waited for us to get careless and split up. That bastard! So he still hasn't had enough blood? So he really is hiding somewhere in this mansion. Coming after us? But there's something strange here. Doors and windows of this room are completely sealed. That's right. The shutters are shut and the chain was on the door until a second ago. Huh? Isn't that bizarre? How the covert attacked Hideyoshi's son in this room? Huh. So I'm just wondering now, is this suggesting that either in episode 1, like, so this is a reflection of the situation in episode 1, obviously. And now I'm just thinking, is this a reflection of what happened then in, like, is it saying that no one actually died during that? Like, Eva and Hideyoshi were both actually fine? Or is it saying the killer was hiding in the closet that no one checked at the time? I'm not sure which one it's saying here. Here's your main question about the scenario. Where's Erika? Where's the only true voice in all of this? A good question. If everyone was running away somewhere, I'm quite sure we can agree Erika would be fucking after them at the same time. She wouldn't let them just kind of go off on their own. Through the crack in the door. Hideyoshi's son's bed is in a total blind spot from this crack. You couldn't even kill him with a gun. This really is strange. It's a locked room murder. A locked room murder? Is it too early to be sure about that? Maybe Cobra removed the ceiling in the bathroom and escaped to the space above it, or maybe you can close the shutters from the outside. Wow, you know, that's really suspicious right now that no one's suggesting the fucking closet. Balor, stop, you're just trying too hard. I completely agree. Holy shit. Apparently, Balor is a very shit liar. What? The shutters. They didn't budge an inch from the outside. I just went and checked. Erika? There's no wonder everything felt so quiet and relaxed. At some point, Erika had split from the group. Okay, love hearing Natsu think that. That's great. Just now... Oh, shit, let me save. Just now, she had finally arrived and poked her face in from the hallway. She had heard that a crime had occurred in this room, seen everyone rushing towards it and taking the opposite approach by starting around to the outer wall. And she had gone all by herself to check that the shutters were down on the windows and that you couldn't do anything with them from the outside. And there was nothing out of the ordinary. I assume that inside this room is perfectly cliché? That was uncalled for.
Yeah, my deepest condolences. So, what is the state of the room?
The chain was set on the door, so we cut it and entered. None of the windows have shutters on them. They're locked, like tight from the inside.
What are they bickering about in there?
Everyone's arguing with Nanjo about something. Apparently she wanted to carry the body to the parlor. Nanjo tried cover, saying that they should leave the crime scene as untouched as possible when the police came. What happened to the other corpses when we did that? The cover carried them off somewhere. And maybe the cover isn't satisfied with just killing, but tends to do something with the bodies as well. So no way! No way we're going to leave my husband here all alone! Eva did have a point. After all, the private victims were all carried away after they were shown their terrible and fatal wounds. Erika-chan, really like to preserve the crime scene, but could you just let this one slide? That's a face that says, fuck no, bitch. Oh! Well, that's suspicious as fuck.
Do as he like. It's the fact that a locked room is here that's much more serious than Kinjo-san's study. I have no interest in corpses, so do as you please.
I'm sorry, you're... What shitty version of a detective has no interest in corpses? What? In what fucking universe? Barrett looked at her with an expression of clear disgust. But it rolled off her like water off a duck's back.
Well, you can take the corpse away now. I don't mind. Or am I in the way?
Erika backed away in the door to open a path. There's no trace of any sadness for the dead. Her eyes seemed lazy at the thought of this locked room murder that had appeared. And even the great detective gave him permission. Having those wrapped Hideyoshi's body into the sheet and going to Rudolph so I carry him out. Wow! 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 Ain't that fucking immensely suspicious? Holy shit! Like, I'm sorry, I just have to point that out. Like, holy shit. The sheets quickly turned red. So we see that Chan and Umasawa stripped the blanket off the bed to further recover the body. Hey, out of the way. Good job, actively helping the killer there. Yeah, there is a killer. There's no killer.
Yes, I'm on the way.
Let's carry him to the parlor.
Yes. Honey, honey.
She really can't fucking do anything once her husband dies, can she? Or her kid. She kind of just becomes a broken human being. Listen up, everyone. From now on, we'll always move as a group. You must not let yourselves be isolated. The Cobra probably got Master Key when he attacked Genji-san. The Cobra probably got his. Oh, that or she goes insane and kills everyone. There's no in between. Ah, there couldn't be. Well, there is an in between. You're missing, Zane. She dies. Here, locking up will no longer keep us safe.
You know, the chain was set. How did they do that?
It's impossible. The start of the chains were firmly set. Even with the Master Key, it's impossible to force your way into that room.
He must be Vicious-sama's doing! Oh! Since there's no way Vicious-sama did this, that has been solved, there shouldn't be any more reason to hold the ritual.
Though that Natsuki's now out of the game, whatever she do from here is a losing move. Yeah, she's kind of fucking screwed is putting it lightly. As if we could understand her reasons. This is impossible for anyone except a witch. Except a witch.
Impossible for anyone except a witch, you say? Good! There's a nice ring to it.
Erika-chan, are you listening? Besides, stay together for now. First, we're carrying Hideyoshi-san's body to the parlor. Can you hold off playing detective until we get there? When you heard the words playing detective, Erika grimaced visibly. Then, after everyone had filled out, she took a single step into the now empty guest room. Looked around and burned the scene into her eyes. Erika claimed to have photographic memory. That was true, those few seconds were more than enough for her. Yeah, Erika just has to open the closet. It's over. Everything is lined up perfectly against Natsuki, no alibis, and mysterious black mirrors that only she has heard. Yeah, like, even if the black mirror is real, which I'll be honest, I'm almost tempted to say it is, but like the only reason I'm not like fully on board the train of it's a blackmailer's Rio is it just doesn't like I don't know how they fit into the grander scheme of things right now. How is John Doe relevant to what happens on this island today? I'm not sure. I have no idea. If that was true, then those 2 seconds were more than enough for her. Later on, she could sip black tea in the parlor while perusing her mental photographs of the crime scene. And enjoy playing the part of the armchair detective. Then suddenly her eyes stopped on the closet off to the side. The closet for hanging overcoats. It was no longer to fit the coat on a hanger. A person should be able to hide in it. Slowly, Erica stretched her hand out towards the closet. Oh? Eric's shoulder was grabbed roughly from behind. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that answers that. That's the... I think I can say this with enough confidence. That's the final push. They're all working together to fuck with Erika and Natsui. Are they... Yeah, I think they might actually just be fucking with her. Let's go, Mrs. Detective. Then they teach you not to teach you to stay with a group on school field trips.
Well, whenever I go out traveling, someone always dies.
Hey, what do you think you're doing, brats? Move it! Well, gotta thank Balor for being a horrendous liar. Yeah, thanks to Balor, we know that they're what's up now, because Balor can't lie for shit, apparently. God. Like, it's not just the fact that he just stopped her in a very convenient time. It's not just the fact that he mentioned that how long it's been. It's a combination of a lot of things that make you just go, wow, this is just fucking bullshit. And of course, Balor tries to stop Eric. Yep, exactly, Victor. Rudolph told them to hurry. After cleaning her tongue and lying in the closet, Eric followed Balor back to the parlor for the time being. Sound of footsteps finally faded. And she didn't see any of this. She just heard it. That's not good for her. That time of terror, when I feared that even the dripping of the cold sweat that covered my cheeks might be noticed, was finally over. I slowly opened the closet door with hands that still couldn't stop trembling and dashed out onto the hallway. That's alright, no one's found me. So it's a good thing they didn't lock the door. If they had, I wouldn't be able to lock behind me after I left, and they'd find that suspicious. Anyway, I should leave this place. Then I returned to my room and pretended I was sleeping the whole time. That's right, I have to go back quickly. A new murder has occurred. They'll probably try to tell me about it. They'll probably do immediately after they carry Hideyoshi-san's body back to the parlor. I gave around a phone call by saying I was sleeping to notice, but if they came knocking directly, that'll be bad. I have to get back quickly before they try and force their way in. I don't even know whether I should sprint back noisily to save every second I can, sneak back with hushed footsteps, or around normally as though I didn't know what was happening. The one thing I'm certain of is that I have to avoid bumping into them on their way back to the parlor. I had to get in my room at a quick pace without being noticed by anyone. I passed through the hall to the lobby. As I said, she's still out with no way of recovery, being screwed over and you have to hope for her she won't follow another lead that'll lead her another trap. Yeah, this girl is fucked at the minute. Fucked beyond all recognition. She's completely screwed. Who's there? Oh, here we go.
Natsu-san.
Just as he was about to get up the large staircase, Natsu heard Erika call out to her. And so surprised, she visibly jumped.
I was just about to tell you.
Thank you very much. Something happened. Wow, that's a weird... I know she's panicking, but I'm still gonna laugh at her like this. This is fucking funny shits.
Natsu-san, were you just going up the stairs? Your room is upstairs, isn't it?
Erika coldly pointed out this strange fact. Natsu cursed her bad luck. I couldn't sleep, so I was going to return to the parlor. But I wasn't sure whether I locked my room or not, so I was about to head back. I'm a warrior, so this sort of thing happens a lot. Don't worry about it.
Of course, that is quite common, isn't it? Yuri says what? What? It's a common quirk among people who are confident their ability to remember things.
Arrogantly making fun of her. Natsu might have been annoyed and made an annoyed expression under any other circumstances. However, right now, Natsu was extremely relieved to hear Erika admit that this was nothing out of the ordinary. Why are you here yourself, Erika-san?
I thought I might examine the guest room.
Guest room?
Yes! Things have gotten pretty serious, haven't they? And I seem to see the crime is my right.
Erika's probing gaze peered deep into Natsu's eyes. Now be like, wait, what crime scene? Now, come on, Natsu! Ask what crime scene! Ask another crime scene? Ask anything like that! Like, come on, do it! Don't just stay silent! She could tell. Erika was always suspicious of Natsu. Judging by the subtle nuances of her words, there's almost certainly attempting Natsu's slip up and reveal that she knew about Hideyoshi's murder. She hadn't been told about that yet. Natsu played dumb and asked what had happened. Is something wrong?
No, I was just thinking. This is a repeat of the first crime, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Again, you were in your room. And again, you can't prove your alibi, can you?
I don't know what you mean. Turn around, how can I prove that I wasn't in my room?
Oh, an interesting response. Too bad I have tape.
She totally put tape on her door this time. I don't know when she would have gotten the fucking chance, but she totally did it, didn't she? I feel it in my heart. She totally fucking did it.
Let's take this one step at a time. Please worry about your lock later. I have something very important to discuss with everyone.
I'll come back after I check my lock. Please go start without me.
Hideyoshi's son has been killed. We'll be talking about that. What?
She had planned on escaping to her room using her lock as an excuse, claiming to have a sudden headache and staying in bed for the rest of the time. However, now that she's been informed of Hideyoshi's murder, it would be clearly suspicious to say that it could wait and escape to her room. Sure, was already under suspicion after being seen heading up the stairs to the second floor. She couldn't afford to do anything else suspicious. Natsuki gave up and headed for the parlor Erica had urged her to do. When she opened the door to the parlor, Eva sobs poured out. Everyone stared at Natsuki with grave faces. The gaze almost made it look as though they suspected her. It was now painfully apparent to Natsuki. This must have been what the man was after. He was a trap to create a baffling locked room murder and frame her for it. Now, something doesn't make sense to me. Let's remember quickly that the only people who should know about the baby from the kid from 19 years ago are theoretically it's Natsuki, Goda, because he was the one who took the initial call, and the kid himself, and the servant who took the kid away. Okay. We know this was a setup by Natsuki, and that at the very least it seems very likely that the siblings were working, the rest of the family was working together to pull this off. But Natsuki only went into the closet because she was told by John Doe. Now, the question of course becomes, how did the family know about John Doe to set up that phone call? Or potentially set it up, at least. The way I could go and say it is like, maybe Genji did it? Like, maybe Genji said something, because he's the only one of the family I can think to know. It's very strange. Because while I absolutely believe they set this up, I'm not quite sure how they would have been able to set it up, you know? I mean, that's the issue I'm having here right now. Why do I assume the whole family set something up? There's evidence is starting to lean that way, so that's why. If Genji, Nanjo, Kumasaru, that means that, well, Beatrice is on it? Seemingly not, maybe? Possibly? I mean, they'd have to be, but at the same time, like, this is very confusing. Because no matter what happens, someone's working with someone else. Yeah, the actual Beatrice hasn't been active this game at all, it seems. And I'm actually on the side that Beatrice isn't working together with them. The sole reason why I'm saying that I don't think Beatrice is working together with the family is because of the shaky circle. You guys remember that? How the circle had mistakes and stuff? I think that kind of points to the fact that, like, Beatrice isn't involved, at least not in that regard. Because if she was, I really would assume that she'd be like, oh yeah, no, I'd fucking make sure that's right. Yeah, what A is saying, if not all of them, a good chunk of them at least are in on this. But again, how would anyone know about the phone call? Or the man from 19 years ago more specifically? There can't be that many people who would know about that at all. The trap gave baffling locker room murder and frame her for it. But I couldn't disobey. I couldn't sacrifice my husband's life. Kumasawa was there for all of it. I guess Kumasawa might be able to know. It's not a hard thing to imagine. Fucking Kumasawa. Presumably Genji was there too because it was Genji. Right, wasn't there someone else? Am I going? Oh, actually, when Natsui got the kid 19 years ago, wasn't there someone else in the room besides Kinzo when the kid was handed over? Right, I just remembered Kumasawa was in there. Okay, then in that case, I guess that we can say that almost certainly then Kumasawa and okay. Yeah, okay. This is starting to fall together a bit better. Okay, so that answers the question of how they know about the person from 19 years ago. That does mean that basically anyone who can slightly change their voice up on the call can set things up. But what about that? So I'm now just thinking about like the autumn letter, the autumn note. So if Victor's right and the autumn note is actually a like they put that together stepwise, like oh they had autumn, summer, winter, and everything written down everywhere to make it so that you could once they asked what her favorite season was, they could just fucking say go there and oh look at it. But then the problem becomes, when did they have the chance to set those up? What opportunity do they have before this? Like, there are opportunities presumably before the storm arrives. But do they have this set up that far in advance? Were they planning on fucking with Natsui that far in advance is the question? I couldn't disobey. I couldn't sacrifice my husband's life. Well, it's true that I was hiding in the closet. That was all. I haven't committed murder. I would say you did. Considering Genji took the first call, he's probably in it. The timing, the location, all that lined up to get Natsui back to room, where they be prepared at any time. Okay, not bad. One. I fall under Nor's suspicion, but I'm still not the culprit. If they were planning to corner the piece, the time wouldn't matter. Most more, I'm not under suspicion yet. You feel like Genji, Kumasawa, and Nanjo are working for Beatrice is a consistent thing between games. So, I can believe that, and there is enough bad blood between Shannon, Cannon, and fucking not Beatrice would fuck Natsui over because Natsui is not treating them well, but it is a bit odd. Why do it now and not last year, you know? It was morning, I'm not under suspicion yet. I'll tell the police everything. The only reason why it's a bit weird for Beatrice in this case is just like Genji, like Shannon and Cannon have known about fucking Kinjo's status for 2 years at this point, and they didn't do anything last year, which is, or any during the in-between time, seemingly, which is more than a bit odd, you know? I'll tell at least everything. I have to endure until then. I'm sure when the servants feed information to the culprit. Even in a situation like this, if I talk about my husband being hostage, the culprit here, and it might be used as an excuse to kill him.
Natsuki-san has just come back. Now that we're all here, I have something very important to discuss with all of you.
Yeah, we know from the fourth game that either triggered all this, so why are things happening like this time around? Oh, you get a game without love. Victor, I have a feeling I might know what you're about to get at, but I'd like to hear it from you first. Something very important?
Yes, it's very important. Here in front of you all, I would like to set out the facts of everything that's happened for the first crime to the last.
Then you can leave me out of it, if you please. I think we should leave that sort of thing to the police. I'm not interested.
I have something very important to say once I've cleared everything up. Neither of you nor anyone else has the right to refuse.
Lambda is playing Beatrice's board, but she's not playing Beatrice's game. She laid out this a separate scenario entirely. I agree. More or less, I agree with that because I think it has to be the... So what I was going to say was essentially, it doesn't matter what... Like, the game board is being used. Essentially, this is a fan fiction. The setting is being used, and certain facts pre-established are being used, like the person from 19 years ago being someone that could have existed, theoretically, and then using that to weave a completely different story. So this is not a story that really could have ever happened, because it's only taking the base elements and then working around them, instead of working with like the intended, what's intended. There's an intended way for the story to go, and Lambda's ignoring all of that and just playing with the pieces she has. It's like, ooh, Natsuki lost a baby 19 years ago? Cool, I'm gonna use that element. Oh wow, fucking like, you know, like that element. It's like, is it true that Natsuki lost a baby 19 years ago? It's entirely possible. That baby might even actually be dead in reality. But it was never proven reality, so Lambda can say, yeah, the baby's alive during this one, and they're fucking around. It's entirely possible on this island, but it's completely irrelevant to Beto's normal games. I don't feel like I explained this shit well, so that's why I was kind of fine leaving it to Victor, because I think we're on the same wavelength, I just can't explain shit worth a damn. What? Edgar used her detective authority to proclaim the start of an assembly. None of the pieces could disobey. Praying that she wouldn't be the top of conversation, not to your ugly, silent sofa as she'd been urged to.
Oh, sorry. Could you close that door for me?
What the fuck? What was that voice? Yes. No, hold on. Go back a fucking second. I heard... That was weird. What? No, go back. What the fuck is with that? What? What the fuck? At the same time, the characters can't Be anyone other than the characters they are? That was that stream. Yeah, but saying that someone could have existed is good enough. Also, seriously, what the fuck is with this voice line? That's weird. That's really weird. What the fuck? Is that... I don't know why. That fucking gets me. Shannon and Cannon closed the door. So they just now decided to lock all the doors and window carefully. Cannon locked it as well. Lock which exists to protect the safety of this room. The truth about them that are real in this game should still be true, so Lando was lying when she said that her game would contain hints to Beatrice's. Yeah, no, the absolute truth is there. As I said, she's using the same pieces. It's just she's using them to tell a completely different story than usual. It's in a way it is a fan fiction. It's like, oh, what if during this critical moment of the story, they took a left turn instead of a right turn? And it's like, if you then write the story exactly like if that had happened and what differences it would make, then it's still not the actual story, but it is being faithful to the pieces in the story. The lock which exists to protect the safety of this room felt like a lock in the prison cell to Nazi, one that would hold her here and prevent her escape. Nazi still hadn't noticed that ever since Erika had left him to the court to go check the crime scene in Hideyoshi's room, her goal had changed. In short, from Erika's point of view, the sound of the lock was truly...
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Erika said that suddenly. Just superfluous things coding the actual info may not have happened that way, but the elements are there. God, why are all of you better at putting what I'm trying to say into words than I am? Why am I so shit with words? Yeah. You could ask me to talk about the color blue, and I'd somehow end up describing the color purple, and then all you'd be like, "Oh, you're talking about blue. I get it." God damn it. Brinkesso said that suddenly.
Oh, so fast! So we figured out the cover already? I barely got any of the crimes done, you know? You could have let me kill a few more, gather all kinds of clues.
Alright, Lambda, gather all the pieces. Now we're getting to the most entertaining parts. Let's both enjoy to the fullest.
We'll see about that. Why don't you show me what you've got?
To think that she'd lay down the challenge without waiting for the game to be over at midnight. What a hasty person that Lady Bern Castell. It is quite the early challenge. Claiming no wits exist and normally all you need to do to win. But with Natsu and Kinzo, we've got a lot we need to protect this time. Sounds like this might be a painful one. I welcome a troublesome fight. I won't let them do as they please with my Golden Island anymore. I shall meet your challenge, Lady Bern Castell. Furudo Erika! Huh. In the own land, the endless rain continued to fall. Balor was nowhere to be seen. It would be very soon the time when Balor had joined in on the 5th game. And control his piece would be passed on to him. In other words, only now in this final stage of the game where Burn Castell had pinpointed the culprit was Balor finally going to be allowed to participate. He had left the Arbor a short while ago for that reason. Now, the only ones in sight were Julia, who continued to knit silently, and Beto, who just sat there blankly amidst the smell of the black tea. Even putting the cup to her lips. I mean, not even putting the cup to her lips. Virgilia stopped knitting for a moment, and looked out across the vast golden rose garden that extended as far as the eye could see. At least in terms of mere culprit guessing games, I think we can say that Balor-kun has gained the strength to never again surrender. He gave him every message he needs by the end of the 4th game. That is to say, Balor-kun possesses all the tools to read the truth at any moment. However, he has a weak side. Because of that, even if the game goes on to repeat 100 times, he will never solve it. He'll just wander around forever, like someone trying to find the bluebird. I mean, I think Shad and us and me have a good idea of what actually happened and everything. We do have slight problems though, well, I still don't, we can trace a lot of the reasoning. We might even have figured out what actually happened and how the deaths happened. We know where the goat is. We know a fuck ton of things. It's just, we don't have Beatrice's faux story. Even if we know Shannon and Cannon are Beatrice, and even if we know that, Balor made a promise and they haven't forgotten and they fucking got betrayed, there's still a lot of questions we have that don't have answers quite yet. And that, Beatrice, was for you as well. The who and how, but not the why. Yes, we have part of the why. Balor made a promise, but, we don't have a lot of other things. What happened 3 years ago that made fucking Cannon come out as a personality? If Shannon was the original, there's, there's so much we have, and so much we can be almost certain about, but the why is still so fucking weak at the moment. Even if you play this game 100 more times, you never arrive at the answer you seek. Burn Castell will abuse this game without a doubt. Namdado will also turn the game about with the utmost arrogance. At a glance, that may be humiliating appear to you and Balor as though the game is been stolen from you. However, that is something the two of you need right now. To bring an end to Balor's weak side. To bring an end to your hesitation. And that is why you called the two of them here. To end the eternal torture between the two of you. Those two will bring you either victory or defeat. But either result now will be one filled with compassion. There's one obvious motive you can think of? Shoot it at me. I wonder if it's one of the motives we've thought of, but it isn't a motive. I think part of the problem is there isn't a single motive I can give Beatrice to explain everything. Sure, I can link it all back to Balor, but I can't fucking explain every single decision she's made. Which is kind of important for understanding the why, which is, look, I'll be frank, I don't think a mystery story is all that satisfying if you don't get a why for something happened. If you never get the answer of why something happened, if someone's killed and you never know why, even if you find the killer, are you really gonna be satisfied with that? Are you really gonna be satisfied even if you know the truth, if you don't know the reason behind the action? Those three motives really: George, Jessica, Balor, pairing with Shannon, Cannon, and Beatrice. Oh, those fucking love fucks. You should understand that as well by now. Urged to face Bito, whom she had come to adore like a daughter. With cold eyes that must not have shone often. It was like a gaze of mother who, instead of scolding, silently urges the child to recognize their mistake. Beatrice, how long do you intend to stay here? Neither alive nor dead, not ascending to heaven, nor descending to hell. There, in a daze on the mount of purgatory. I am Virgilia. I have guided him through purgatory and brought him to you at its peak. And you are Beatrice. You must choose whether to take his hand and rise up to heaven, or embrace him and fall into hell. Do you know that the tribulation of purgatory, which lies in the gap between heaven and hell, are sometimes even more torturous than even hell itself? On the gates of hell, it is written that you must abandon all hope. A human without hope can accept their suffering and give up. Battle reappearing apparently set all in motion because of that sin. Battle freedom about his promise. People die. That's in red. Yeah. Yep. However, the denizens of purgatory of hope. Why this year, though? What was she gonna do this year? However, the denizens of purgatory of hope. A hope that possibly reaching heaven. A hope that cannot be abandoned. And that tortures them. Even in the depths of hell, no greater torture device exists than a single pin known as hope. Leap. Leap from the cliff of purgatory. Cast open Pandora's box and cast your fleeting, fragile, foolish hope and all the longing it brings. You're afraid, aren't you, of opening the box? Bito was silent. With a single tear, she nodded slightly. Is the cat in the box alive or dead? The time has now come to check. If the cat is dead, hold a few for it quickly and have it rise to heaven. If the cat is alive, feed it quickly and give it all of your affection. Whether it is alive or dead, your cat box eternally desecrates the cat. Those who have brought you the key to the box that you were too afraid to open. Butterflies? What? Beatrice, the time has now come for you to die. George is proposing to Sayo Shannon, and maybe she would have been able to settle on something and move on. It's clear she can't let go of something, though. I hope that your heart will be stopped by the hand of the person you desire. Why were there butterflies in this scene? That's a bit odd, I'll be frank. Huh. Strange. She had been planning before that, though, since the shrine at least. You mean she's had to go on a headship for over years? I mean, Kinzo died without regrets. I like how we've all assumed that if Kinzo died without regrets, that means he had to meet up with Beatrice. Like, it just, we're all just going, yeah, no, if he died without regrets, he must have met with Beatrice. There's no other way that anything else would happen. I fucking love that. I find that really funny. I mean, say what you will about Kinzo, his character is established. It really is. It's a very strong establishment. And now, before we end for the stream, let's watch an omake. Let's watch the omake. This is the last one to watch right now. Looks like there's absolutely nothing here. At all. Why Shan, though? Would anyone that had solved it do? And why would Shan appear to Kinjo as Beatrice? Yeah. There are a lot of questions like that where it's like, this would make sense, but then it also has a lot of open-ended shit to figure out. The rain's getting harder. I better return to the mansion. What? What the fuck? What? What? I have so many questions! There are 2 fucking lines! Whose perspective is that? Good fucking question. When is that? What is happening there? What? I am so confused. What the fuck? I am... What the fuck? That's just bizarre. Okay. I guess. Thank you all for coming to today's live stream. I hope you guys had a great time. This one coming... Fuck, what was that? What? What the fuck? First time Academy, so just you subscribe to the each post or wherever I'm streaming. Liking the video, leave a like, and then leave a comment down below. And share the video around with you, everything might be interested in it. Why? What, guys? What the fuck was that shit? I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet. And I'm gonna say goodbye?